Oh, you guys coming in the room. My name is Allison with one L. I'm the Alpha Oracle. Give me a second. All right, guys, come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm your girl, Allison with one L, the Alpha Oracle. We're here for impromptu. I don't know what's going to happen. I know that you're the chosen one. I know that you should invest in being a chosen one, whoever you are. There's a option for you to do that. I'm gonna go a little slow today, guys. So you might want to press the, you know, hold the button down. So Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, I ask for clarity during this message. I ask for you to block any negative energy that comes to still kill, devour, and destroy. I mess that all messages be divinely guided, divinely led. I ask for my angels and holy team to protect me, archangel mindful peace, protect and block and shut those doors for negative energies. As for integrity throughout this reading, for me, myself, and the viewer, and as that no harm come across any person across any dimensions throughout the reading, and henceforth and forevermore. I said my ego decrease and the Holy Spirit increase. So be it, so be it, so be it, inshallah. All right, guys, let me know if you can hear me. Make sure you're tapping that screen. Let me know if you can hear me, guys. Let me know if you can hear me. I just got finished clearing the energy. So the first thing up is impromptu. I was outside. I still haven't showered from the gym, but you can't smell me through the screen, so it doesn't matter. Um, you're the chosen one, guys. You're part of the chosen. This is beautiful. Chosen ones. Are you the chosen ones, guys? You're part of the chosen ones. This is a good message. Spirit says invest in that. This is a good message. Chosen ones, I haven't got that message from you, got from that in a while. I've gotten other messages. You got the chosen one, star seed. You guys are star seeds. You're chosen. Put some hearts in the chat, some brains in the chat, some stars in the chat if you're a chosen one and you finally know it. Come on, chosen ones. There's a lot of people in here. Come on. There's a lot of people. I'm being funny, but there will be. I manifest it. Pray that this message finds who it needs to find immediately. I ask for Archangel Gabriel to send that message out. Get it out. Get it out. Because we have a message about the chosen ones. That is a good message. We could have some people from Hawaii. If you're from Hawaii, hang loose, Kuipio. Melimak. No, it's not Christmas time. I can't say that to you yet. I'll wait for Christmas and then I'll say Melimak. I just want to say it, okay? Damn it. All right. Chosen ones. Let's go in with your 100% over here. Let me put this on the charger for it because you know me and these damn chargers. So I'll be like, oh, hold on, give me a second, collective. I got to put on the charger. See, I already had. See, I just manifested that. Now it's blinking. See, that was me already saying it. I knew what's gonna happen. Let's slide it over. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross this time. Two hops this time. Somebody was at a party or something. Somebody have a party. Okay. Do I got juice? I don't got juice. I don't got juice. I don't got juice. Need juice. See what happens when you do things by yourself. Hmm, it's in there. All right, let's look, guys. Welcome to the live. Let's make sure that there we go. Let's make sure my phone doesn't die in the middle of whatever we're doing. And see if I can charge this iPad. I don't know why the iPad's not charging. Oh, it's charging up here. Okay. Well, as long as it's charging somewhere. All right. So I guess I'm gonna start off with like I said, I know you guys are the chosen ones, so that's good. So I guess we should start off with like a weekly check-in. We'll start with your mood, thoughts, judgment, advice to lift the mood, thoughts to avoid, how to make better decisions. So we'll do that, okay? My chosen ones. I love that. So the theme of the message so far is to invest in being a chosen one. Oh, maybe it's already done. Ah, I like this collective. Maybe y'all decided to my day's going good. How's your day, guys? I know. I'm gonna get another one too. Announcement. It'll be officially Dr. Smith eventually. I won't tell you the dates, but yeah. Dr. Dr. Smith. I can't wait. Walk on stage, I'm like, but more to come with that. Some work. I'm already celebrating because I manifested. I feel it all in my arms. I cannot wait. Okay, but we'll talk more about that. I'll tell you like what the specific, PhD I'm getting at. I thank you. I'm excited. I'm a whole nerd. I'm so excited about this school. I've been like all on their website, talking to the counselor and stuff. I'm like, I've been doing that for a while back, but yes, I'm so excited now. Now that I'm like getting settled, so I should be able to start. I started, but I'm gonna switch schools. I found the school that I think I like better. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna make a full decision. Kind of depends on what the VA pays for. I'm a veteran. You know how to be playing with our money. Well, certain schools, yeah, we gotta see. All right, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, anyway. Mood, thoughts, judgment, advice lifting mood, thoughts to avoid, and how to make better decisions. So I guess I'll start off with Oracle. Yeah, let's start with Oracle. Yeah, we'll start off with the iconic roast deck if you want to know what I'm using. I like this. Oh. I guess we about to roast y'all. I don't know. We'll see. The mood. Let's start off with the mood. All right. Let's start with you guys' mood, and then we'll move into um like whatever comes out. We'll start going chasing that. I guess I'll be spirit led today. It's impromptu, so we're gonna be spirit led for sure. Mood. The mood. You could be letting go of some black and white thinking. I'm proud of you guys. Your thoughts. You could be thinking about eating. You could be thinking about eating or thinking about something or someone that's yummy with this snack. You could be having your thoughts on food or something like that. You could be in this mood of like letting go of black and white thinking because I see the square and the black and white in reverse, which I love that for you guys. Like, this hard and or type of thinking, black and white. Judgment, 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 judgment. Where's your judgment these days? Ah, collective, y'all letting go of narcissism? Who is this? Okay, chosen ones. You're letting go of narcissism? Who are you? I love this. We got the narcissist in reverse. Finally, in my collective. Y'all done came a long way, ain't it, collective? Because when I first started with y'all, we started from the bottom, now we here. When I first started with y'all was over there in some nonsense. I love this. This is beautiful. Advice lift the mood. Legend in reverse. Okay, so we got to work on this. Maybe you got to work on, yourself, like, feeling like you're not a legend or something like that. This is going, I feel like this is an awful specific message. I don't know if this is going to be for everybody, okay? This message might not be for everybody. I can already warn you because this means that somebody was in narcissistic energy and they're no longer anymore. So this, I don't know who's going to identify this message because a lot of people don't want to hear that they've been in narcissism. But if you have been and you are aware that you have been in high ego, you are coming out of that, and I'm very proud of you, whoever you are. Confirmation, you shutting it down. Shut down, down, down. Maybe that shutdown song, maybe significant to somebody. Shut it down. Okay. Thoughts to avoid. Okay. I don't know. This is bitch energy. Maybe you need to avoid a bitch. Maybe there's this bitch you need to avoid. I don't know. Maybe somebody's been a bitch. I don't know. Thoughts to avoid. Maybe you not being a bitch, or maybe somebody's been a bitch. I don't know. Somebody's been a bitchy. A smelly bitch, a bitchy, bitch, bitchy, bitch, bitch. I don't know. How to make better decisions. Something about fashion, which maybe someone's been into like clothing and accessories, and maybe someone's been pretending to be, you know, awaken, crystals and third eye things, but really not understanding what any of that means, like really not being awakened to that, more like a fashion witch, someone who wears crystals but don't really understand what that means, someone who has tarot cards but doesn't know how to really read them, someone who has, I literally just met someone not so long ago. This is true story. I met someone and they were like, I have a deck of tarot cards, and they were saying how they did it for some friends, you know, um, and they were like, they had a hard time reading the cards and things like that. And it's like, I just didn't understand them, it's just really hard. And I get why. And that's something that you fall like more into the fashion, which, like more like accessories. It's not really spirituality, you know? And for those of you who know, you know. If those of you who don't, you don't. I guess it's gonna be a very specific message. If you're coming out of narcissism and you're here, then you probably are very much beginning to be aware um of that. Okay, so that's what's going on, how to make better decisions. So let's go back into this black and white thinking, y'all. I got my Mean Girls deck. My Mean Girls deck, my Mean Girls deck. So I love that you're letting go of black and white thinking. Of course, it's what a chosen one would do. You're letting go of narcissism or high ego if you have had high ego, if you've been in narcissistic ego, because we have this card reverse. I'm not just saying it, it's really on the card. So I'm not just loosely using it. And also, little cameo, my name is Allison Smith. You can find me on Psychology Today. I'm actually LPC, licensed in the state of Georgia. I specialize in personality disorders. So when I say the word narcissist, I be meaning it. I would say it loosely. But I mostly try to say distorted feminine or distorted masculine or something like. I'll try to. All right, mood. So let's talk more about this mood. Letting go of this black and white thinking, guys. Let's talk about this mood that we've been in. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you could be letting go of a relationship. There could be a contract, a union. Okay, there could be a relationship from the past that had a hold on you. Um, and maybe some of you could have had a miscarriage. There could have been a relationship from the past you had a miscarriage with. There could have been something that happened. A relationship that's over with, and it could have been a lot of people or such people involved in it. Could have been a lot of people that seen something, or witnessed it at one point. But there's something that's a relationship that's definitely over with now. Something that's very big, and I think it was a relationship from the past. It's a contract. So it could have been a solo contract, a commitment of some sort, a plan of action, even. It could have been a plan to capture someone, to get someone. Someone could have had a plan to get someone. I can find more about that. I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, but there's something about a relationship from the past. Oh, my head is like, hold on. Someone could have a headache or something. I feel a lot of pressure. Give me a second. Sorry for the interruption, guys, but I got some energy moving about. All right, that's better. It could have been a relationship from the past that you let go of some black and white thinking about. Could have been a forced relationship, you know? Could have been differences in culture too, as well. Damn, the hierophant came out twice. So definitely a contract. There's definitely a strong bond. And something about not oh now I see hierophant. I mean justice is justice. So something about maybe justice being served over a contract. Maybe you're letting go of a relationship from the past and that's fair. Maybe you're being fair about something. Maybe this is fair now. This is justice. This is truth. Something about that. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. So something about letting this relationship go. And this could have been a big deal because it's the Ace of Cups. So this could have been a big part of your life at one point. And again, a lot of people could have been involved in it and see and have seen this relationship be over with. With the Hierophant, this is a contract, right? And this could have been a challenge too, as well. But there's a lack of long-term vision or success in this. There's work without results in this contract. So you could put a lot of work into this at one point. And black and white thinking could do that to you. You could put a lot of work into something at one time. Tell me about this relationship from the past, Holy Spirit. You could be going towards relationship from the past, and there could be differences in culture too. This person could be, you see, obviously someone's white, someone's black. And if they're not, there could be they could feel that way. It could, be a difference in culture or something like that. Because you have Katie, who's a European American with these little African boys, so something like that. We have the Knight of Cups, creativity, romantic charm, imagination, beauty, Knight of shining armor, following the heart, Prince Charming proposal. So someone could be going towards someone from the past with a proposal. But there's a challenge. There's competition, there's rivalry and conflict and strife. And we can go into that more later. I'm gonna leave that on the board and I'm gonna come back around, okay? I'm gonna leave that on the board with this black and white thinking and how we can come out of that. So I'm gonna pull this up and I'm gonna come back around to that later. So tell me more. So that's what's going on with your mood. So I love that you're seeing that you're the chosen one, whatever it is that you're done. I love that. And whatever it is, it's already done. I feel like you're investing in that now. And like whatever it is, it's done. Like if you've made it, I feels like you've made a decision. Um, if you haven't actually done something yet, it feels like the decision's already made up. I don't know. We'll see. Justice is being served. So I like that for you. That's good. Thoughts. Again, you could be hungry. You could be thinking about a snack. Somebody could be a snack or something could be a snack. Um, Someone could be in lustful energy with this card. Tell me about the thoughts. Someone got red lipstick too. Divine whatever the snack is, like this is a 10 of cups. This is like your everything. This is everything. This is a fulfillment. This is dreams come true, family commitment, total love and support. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Someone could be okay. So someone could be struggling, chosen ones, my chosen ones. I think I'm gonna start calling y'all that because I feel so to call y'all that, the chosen ones, because that's beautiful. Ah, that's so good. Oh, I love that. The chosen ones. Because everyone's not chosen. Anyway, self-worth, hustling, living beyond your means, obsession with work, and false success. So, chosen ones, I don't know if you're worried about this. I don't know if you're struggling financially or not. Let me pull some oracle messages on this. Someone could be smoking a lot. Okay. Someone could feel okay. Someone could feel maybe like they're not, in their self-worth. Maybe at one point someone was living chosen. I don't know if this is you. Chosen ones, I feel like you were at some point living beyond your means. Maybe you were spending time with other people, these little hot, you know, what do you call it, these hot and skate Barbie image, these other women's. Maybe some money was lost with other women for some of you. For some of you, maybe third parties could have been involved in something, or just other, yeah, confirmation, because I'm seeing sometimes maybe third parties were involved or something like that. Um Causing someone to live beyond their means. Someone could have been dancing. Who dances? Someone's a dancer. Someone's a dancer. Side message. Someone could dance. Someone could be older. There could be an older person involved. So something about your self-worth, and there's this older Barbie, and then there's these midges, these these hot skating midgy Barbies. They're in reverse. So maybe they can't skate very good. Maybe they ain't going nowhere in life. They wear like crazy colors too. Maybe they like wear like, I don't know, some other colors, something about how they wear their clothes. Maybe they, I don't know, something like that. And there's a older Barbie, someone born 1959. There's an older person. I don't know. Maybe someone's has something about self-worth with the older person. I don't know. Something about that. Living beyond their means, hustling. There's just two women on the board. Why are there two women on the board chosen? Something about, I don't know, because it's like you want the snack. Your thoughts are on happiness, but also on this older woman and these other two people. These other two little hot skating Barbies. These midgets. Oh, there's a tower. Oh, someone got receipts. Someone's telling people's business and stuff. Who's telling people business? Someone just spreading gossiping and just telling someone to spread the burn book. Oh Lord. So Regina George herself done spread the burn book. So who does confirmation? Oh, something done fell out. What done fell out? We got the five. Some could be fighting. You could be thinking about a fight with some older woman and some other people. Someone could be in the tower, receipts and stuff like that. So you're thinking about you're thinking about your tent, you're thinking about somebody or something that's a snack. Thinking about an older person, two other Barbies, two other people, and then a fight, and then receipts, and then you're also thinking about being happy. Damn, that's a lot of thoughts. Chosen ones. Oh, you're thinking about betrayal, backstabbing, lies. Things can get worse, painful endings. Uh, being found out, being caught, deception, you know, arguments. Someone could have been yelling out of a car. S- Two people could have been yelling out of a car. This could have happened at nighttime. They could have been fighting. Someone could have been hitting people with sticks and stuff. Somebody could have been stepping on people's hands, pulling people's hair. It could have been all kind of stuff. Just chaos. And then receipts being thrown everywhere. Damn. That's what you think about? And then thinking about forcing someone to love someone. Oh my God. Who was forcing somebody to love someone? Someone was making someone do something they didn't want to do. Who was making someone do something they didn't want to do? Who was making someone do something they didn't want to do? I don't like that collective. Y'all thinking about that? Somebody was in a two of cups. Someone was forcing some type of partnership. Who was forcing a partnership? Someone's forcing a connection. Somebody with a lack of direction. Someone who was procrastinating. Someone who lacked the self belief, limited self direction. Someone who had a new idea, but it wasn't in a good path. Who else? What else? Holy Spirit, reveal it. Tell it. Tell the Holy Spirit. Oh, with this other person, this other. Look at these young people on the board. Who these young folks? And these people's in their 20s. What they doing? They need to go sit down some damn where. That's what old folks would say. Sit down somewhere. I'm from South Carolina. That's how you talk. Go sit down somewhere. Who is that damn in that damn 20 that doing all this damn stuff? Go sit down. Some damn where. Someone's got lack of commitment, greedy, lazy, procrastinating. Learn from failure. Please learn from failure, whoever you are. Chosen ones, I think you are. Are you thinking about that? Damn. Thinking about your lack of direction? Who forced this? Because I was saying, who forced this shit? It's two people, two immature people. I don't know what ages these people is, but it's two immature people were forcing a connection. Well, somebody was forcing a connection. Both of them immature, which they both young, and they're both young in the picture. So it comes out in confirmation. See, these will be pages, and so that makes sense. These pages, but these people are distorted. These are two distorted masculines. So if these are females, take it as it resonates, a male, female, but they both operating in masculine, distorted. I mean, they look like little boys, little YNs, little boys. Just one of them greedy, and one of them just sexing every goddamn body, just one everywhere. Lack of direction, don't know where to go, conflict, procrastination. Well, I say one everywhere. This one ain't got no. I don't know who this one is. This one ain't got no one. So this might be a woman, but whoever it is like direction. And this other one's just greedy, lazy, procrastination, learn and don't learn from needs to learn from failure. Some was resistant to change, holding fear, decay, personal transformation, didn't want to change, resistant to change, walking back to shit. Look at these two folk just forcing stuff together. Who them there forcing people to be together? All right. Judgment. Judgment. Somebody is not in narcissism. I'm glad. I so is happy. I so is happy. This is such a good day that the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay. So we're gonna leave. I'm gonna come back around to this happiness. We're gonna focus on the happy. Chosen ones. This is a happy day. Oh, happy day. That's the song I'm getting. Oh, happy day. What a happy day. Oh, happy day. So hopefully I get a happy day. Okay. So someone is letting go of their ego. Shadow self. Good job. Good job. Getting to know your shadow self, guys. All right. Let's talk about this narcissism that you've let go of. Okay. Someone can did not say it. Celebrate collective. Celebratory, celebrate joy, harmony, marriage, home, community, homecoming. Oh my God. Of someone who's not a narcissist would be an earth angel. We love it. You're a chosen one. That would be a chosen one. Someone's not a narcissist. Yeah, I know it for you. You mean you coming home? Someone's leaving depression and anxiety behind. Good. I love that for you guys. Maybe reaching for hope, reaching out, releasing. Someone could be reaching out for help. Gemini energy. Nine of Swords in reverse. Someone could have some inner turmoil. Someone could have some sleepless nights. There's some delays and frustration. Maybe it's a bit of why you've been having this inner turmoil. Holy Spirit, reveal these delays and frustrations. There's someone who's not someone's not an enchanted Barbie. Someone's not an enchanted Barbie, and someone's not an Allen. Someone's not lame. You may have thought you were lame, collective, but it came out Allen in reverse. You're not lame, collective. You're not lame, whoever you are. Of course, because you're the chosen one. Chosen ones are not lame. Now, if you do lame shit, you'll be lame. Don't do lame shit. Narcissist is lame shit. That's lame as fuck. It's so lame. Didn't I say so? I said so lame. Mm. Look at this. Right up under there. Right up under there. Someone's not an enchanted Barbie. We have this person who's not an Allen. So we know somebody who's not a basic. This could be a masculine. So whoever you are, you could be handsome. You're not a basic guy. You're not the person we walk past. This is you're not you this is the opposite of Allen would be the Ken. He didn't pop out, but you can point. So you could be better than the average. And there's this not so enchanted Barbie. Holy Spirit, tell me what this because this is what's delaying. That's the delay. Oh, and we have this Black Barbie, somebody born in the 80s. It could be this person born in the 80s. Black Barbie. I'm born in the 80s. We have a skipper, a younger person too. Someone could be young. Or some kids could be involved. There could be children involved. Someone's not athletic. Confirmation from somebody. There could be a group of women. There could be a group of females involved as well. Or a group of I say females because it's how it's coming out, but could be a group. Take as a resonate. So this could be a part of the delays. Holy Spirit, tell me about this Allen in reverse. This person's not basic, who's above average. This person's above average. Who is this above average person? Confirmation. Someone may think they're below average. Who thinks they're below average? Someone must think they're below average or must have thought they're below average. I don't know. Something about that. Because it's coming up in the judgment. So you might have judged yourself at one point, and you could be trying to judge something about a union, a celebration, harmony, marriage, a home. But there could be some delays about that. And whoever this Allen is, who's the person who's not basic, who's above, who's above basic, who's not basic. They've been reflecting, whoever this is. I don't know who this is. This could be you because we're seeing narcissist reverse, and I'm seeing the Six of Cups. Someone who's looking at how they look. And let's talk about this person. This non-enchanted Barbie. This non-enchanted Barbie could be in hermit mode, looking, kind of watching, spying. Of course, Pygmishas are always spying. So this is a Pygmisha then. Whether it's a guy or girl. Even if it's a guy, I call them Pygmishas. This is a guy or girl. We got a Pygmisha that watches. Could be watching you. Tell me about this Black Barbie. This person born in the 80s. Oh, Knight of Cups. This person is comes up with an open heart, very sweet. Privilege. I don't know. Maybe a little airheadish. I don't know. Maybe no, a little, yeah, privilege. I don't know what else to say. Let me see. Tell me more about this Knight of Cups. Hmm. There's somebody coming towards this person. This Knight of Flames. Somebody's come with a lot of passion and fire towards this Knight of Cups. This Black Barbie. Whoever this Black Barbie is. This Black Barbie's a sweetheart. And someone's coming towards this Black Barbie. with a lot of passion, a lot of flames. Someone's split. Someone could be split between two different worlds. Whoever this Knight of Flames is somebody who's split between two different worlds. It's like a group of old friends and a group of new friends, a group of fake friends, a group of real friends. There's the fakes and the plastics. There's a group of fake people and then there's a group of real people. These are the weirdos, the ones who like the ones like me who just the ones like me, the weirdos. And then there's these fake people, the ones who look normal to the rest of the world, but we know they're fake and sad inside and miserable, like Regina George. Oh, okay. Tell me about this. I don't know. There's something, someone's having a hard time manifesting something. Maybe they don't feel like they have their spark. Someone could feel like they don't have the tools they need for something. This could be you. Oh, someone could be embarrassed. Something embarrassing could have happened. There could have been confusion. Someone could have made someone look stupid. There could have been some confusion about how something looked. There could have been a setup because with this two of daggers, that comes with confusion and a setup. She wore the right costume, but not really. It's like it's not quite how you should do it. So someone could have set someone up to do something like not right, and there could have been something about something being confusing. Yeah, I don't think you want to celebrate and party with these people, whatever the situation this is. There's a judgment that's been called about the situation, and I don't think you want to have fun with those people anymore. But I do think you're having a struggling time. I'm gonna come back around to this Black Barbie and this enchanted Barbie and this Alan later and these midgets. I'm gonna keep going for the sake of the reading. So the advice to lift the mood, the legend. So it's legend in reverse. So you may feel like you don't have a trophy or something like that. You may feel like you have not won, because it's in reverse. You may feel like, you're not the best of the best right now. You're not at your best, your peak. Me might feel like you've won, that you've accomplished something. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. I see a lot of fives too, by the way. So we have the Six of Flames in reverse. So you may not feel like you have public recognition right now. You may feel a little bit of an embarrassment, probably perhaps, because this is someone who's think about this. When they tried to embarrass her, she didn't give a shit. She walked on anyway, and people followed her. So you may be feeling like maybe no one will follow you. Maybe you got an injury. Maybe someone did something to you to make you look stupid, and maybe you don't feel like you have the courage to walk by the same people who tried to set you up. Like, and so what? I'm gonna walk with it loud and proud. So maybe you feel like that's hard for you to do, or maybe you struggle with that. Because that's the advice to lift your mood is to perhaps work on that. Work on showcasing the thing that hurt, the thing that hurt you, the thing that somebody did to you. Don't let it get you down. Wear it loud and proud anyway. Do it anyway. And then what did everybody start doing? Look, everybody started following her. They didn't even know why she's doing it. They didn't even know she was set up. They're just doing what she does because people are followers, and maybe you were a follower at one time. Advice to lift the mood. Advice to lift the mood. I don't know. Something about forcing relationships. Something about forced relationships from the past, or relationships from the past, or forced relationships from the past. So the advice to lift the mood. Let's talk about that. Let's go through. I'm gonna use my deck. The advice to lift the mood to clarify this disrespectful. So something about relationships in the past being disrespectful, and maybe someone was a crash out, disrespectful as fuck. Maybe someone was disrespectful as fuck in a relationship from the past and they were crash out. So something about lifting the mood for that. Let me see. Someone's acting out displacement, which is punching, yelling, kicking, screaming. Go Google defense mechanisms and typing acting out. That's when you punch, kick, scream, yell, fight. Displace is when you really are angry with someone, something else, or your boss or whatever, and you blame it on, you take it out on your spouse or your partner. Or you're being mad at your girlfriend and then you taking it on your wife like that. That kind of shit. Rude shit. Narcissist. Okay. Vulnerable. There's a need to be vulnerable, guys. Lift the mood. Whoever you are, vulnerability is a form of courage. To be vulnerable, to be courageous, to get in front of an audience, to talk, to speak, to I always tell people, the same people who, look at people's, you know, YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and they pick them apart. I always say, you do it. Come on, come on, come do it. Or the push-ups and sit-ups and squats and whatever. Come on, come run them out with me. Come on. Whatever it is that you pick, come do what I do. Whatever it is that you whatever. So since they can't do what you do, then they start picking out other things about you. But again, that's why I specialize in personality disorders, because I know that to be a disorder. I know that to be like something's not right. That's abnormal to do that to people. Which we know is abnormal because we don't want it done to us. So we know that's abnormal. But there's a need to be vulnerable. Okay. That can lift the mood. Vulnerability is sexy too. For victim, someone could have been operating from pain in this victim mentality. And if you've been in the victim mentality, go look up Cartman's drama triangle and look up the victim portion. That will be you, the victim. That'll be the inner child. Somebody to come to, someone looking for a rescuer. It's to be a mommy and daddy, someone looking for a mom and dad, but you have to be your own mother and father. And instead of being in the Cartman drama triangle, you will want to go into the coaching model, right? This is where we coach ourselves out of those thinking patterns, which you seem to have been doing, which is good. So don't operate from pain. Do some shadow work. Someone could be African American, Native American, Aboriginal American, not a colonizer. Someone's definitely not. But if you're not that, you probably don't identify with that type of mentality of the colonizers. Okay. Advice to lift the mood. So there's a need for you to refrain from doing something called regression. This is when we revert back to child behaviors. Have you ever seen people who wet the bed? Um, Bedwetting is a sign of regression, sucking the thumb, rocking back and forth. Just different, just go look it up. Go look at regression and symptoms of regression. Most people kind of attribute it to just children, but you can go back to like childish behaviors, like child behaviors of like being 14, 15, 12, 13. You can regress to all types of ways, not just to the sucking the thumb and the bedwetting, okay? This is when you operate from pain. You can begin to act like a child, or wherever you left off in your pain. Wherever you left off, you know, in your emotional, your growth, wherever you were stunted at emotionally. Okay, thoughts to avoid. So I don't know who this bitch is. So let's find out. Let's clarify this bitch. Bitch. Let's clarify this bitch. All right, see what's going on with this bitch. All right, something could have been done that was stank. Something could have been foul. Something could have been very hard to deal with. Someone could have actually smelled bad. Thoughts to avoid. There could have been, again, there could have been friendships from the past or relationships that you were very passionate about at one time. Um, could have been from high school too. Could have been high school friends. Someone could have been drinking or overindulging in alcohol or a substance at one time, or being in very chaotic energy or imbalance. So maybe spirits like maybe don't think about that so much, you know? What can I think about instead? Staying in your own lane now, maybe perhaps. I think maybe at one time you weren't staying in your lane and worried about yourself more. Maybe perhaps you can do that. And maybe folk so whoever you are, you're probably psychic too, or you have a deep intuition, a deep knowing as well about things. Um, you could feel, you could have a direct line to source as well. Um, oh, is it? Oh, cool. Um, yeah, you can have this a strong connection with source. You have a cat. You can feel out of this world sometimes with connecting with source. But that's something thoughts to avoid that you're crazy maybe. Because when I see the tinfoil hat, that kind of gives me that, I'm crazy for listening to these type of things, readings, like, oh my God, so thoughts to avoid thinking that this is crazy stuff. It's definitely not. Thoughts to avoid that. I don't know. Maybe you don't feel like you deserve something. Maybe you feel like you don't get the privilege to have something. Maybe you feel like you don't deserve to be privileged. Maybe you feel like you don't get the privilege to have something or have life or something. I don't know, something about privilege. Maybe thoughts to avoid that you don't have the privilege or the right to have something. Maybe you feel like you would have like, I don't know. I see these white tears. Maybe you feel like you need to suck something up, and not care about something. Maybe thoughts to avoid. Maybe you don't want to take pictures right now. Maybe you don't feel like you want to take pictures or show something, or I don't know. Something about the phone being reversed as well. Something thoughts to avoid. Something about a podcast. Maybe you're thinking about something that you heard or saw on a podcast or something that someone said on the podcast. Tell me about this. What should you avoid about that? Um, Maybe there's these two groups. Maybe someone's talking to you about something that someone's saying on a podcast. There's this group of people who are fake, and there's this other group. Maybe you're split about something that someone's saying. Confirmation. What else, Holy Spirit? Someone could be unhappy. Tell me more about this privilege in reverse that you don't feel like you deserve the privilege or something. Tell me about this privilege you feel like that you don't deserve. Someone could have been feeling shamed about something. Someone could have gained weight or lost weight, or someone could just feel ashamed about something. Maybe people are talking about, this is when Regina George is like, this is like when it's up, like everybody sees her, like, oh, you can't sit here with us because you're the rhythm, because she's been so awful to everybody, and people get to see her embarrassed. This is one of her embarrassing moments. So maybe you feel like you don't get the privilege because something was embarrassing. I don't know. Tell me more about this embarrassment. Someone didn't learn a lesson. This is the world in reverse. Someone didn't learn their lesson about something. What did you not? A red flag. Something was a red flag. What did the collective confirmation? What does the collective not learn about is a lesson? Something had to be repeated again. It feels like starseed. Something with a twin. Somebody, something. Either take it as it resonates. Either somebody wasn't your twin, or yeah, somebody wasn't your twin. And an influencer? Something about you had to learn a lesson about somebody not being your twin, and an influencer not being your twin. It's a lesson you had to learn about influencer not being your twin. Let me see. Something about seven, something break goes seven times and the wall breaks. Seven times and seven. The walls of Jericho, how the children of Israel walked around the walls of Jericho seven times and then something broke. So something could have happened seven times. It could have been seven, or something with Jericho, something finally breaking, the walls finally breaking down. There's nowhere around something. There could have been side message. There could be nowhere around something. Yeah, if you had to repeat a lesson, there is no. Someone could be a tall person. No problem keeping secrets. Someone could have left these boots are made for walking. Someone's giving mixed signals, and the song "Breathe Again" could be significant. Someone could be a scammer and something was unfair. Something could happen around someone's birthday and return to sender. All right. Something could happen around someone's birthday. A return to sender could happen around someone's birthday or something like that. All right. Tinfoil. Forever. Dead end. I think collective, I think you should avoid this. Maybe if you something about if you believe in this, if you believe in your third eye, you believe that this shit is real or this is real, it'll be forever. And like that there'll be a dead end. Like there's no turning back. Yeah, you're right. I do this for a living. You're right. Once you know, you know. You saw the movie The Matrix. Once you take that pill, your eyes open. Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. Somebody's a crash out. Someone's disrespectful. Who was disrespectful? Somebody's a disrespectful crash out. Who's a disrespectful crash out? Somebody's disrespectful crash out. Someone did a return to sender. Someone's crying. Someone had tears. Someone's been crying. Spiritual court. Oh, we got some spiritual court. That's why the narcissism's in reverse. Someone had spiritual court. Someone said, I don't want to be an asshole no more. I don't want to be a player no more. I think I found someone to live my life for. Yeah. Still not a player, but you're still a hater. All right, dead end. What's the dead end? Why are the collecting things is gonna be a dead end? Oh, are you scared about not having sexy time anymore? If you is that what you worried about? Y'all are some sex addicts collective. Divine time and spirit says you don't worry about all that. You'll get that in divine time or whoever this is for. You're worried about the wrong thing, collective. You're worried about sex and time. What's you worried about being in the bed with folks for? Tell me more about this sex and time. And do you want threesomes and stuff or hookups? What you want? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. What's going on with the sex and time in verse? Because this is thoughts to avoid. These are thoughts to avoid. That you'll be stuck and not being able to get what you want. Look how he's like in the sacrifice, and you're like you have to sacrifice yourself and not be able to get what you want. So you're scared you'll sacrifice yourself and not get something sweet, a muffin, a sweet little muffin. You want a sweet muffin? Collective want a sweet muffin. Oh, collective, you want a sweet muffin, but you're embarrassed. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a punisher. I love y'all. We all better fucking laugh. I'm so sorry. I'm almost getting secondhand embarrassment for y'all, motherfuckers. Oh my God. Okay. Don't worry. Spirit says you'll be successful. Okay. Whoever needs to hear that. I don't know. This just popped out. So do you remember when she fucked up? Remember when she fucked up? And then she went back to the debate team and she won the medal anyway. And then she told her story. Okay, so just be ready to tell your story, okay? You can win. You can still be a winner, whoever you are. Not for you can still be a winner. You're good. You're good. Relax, 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 collective. Oh my God. What advice, Holy Spirit, can we give them so that y'all, somebody might be on the phone with somebody. Who's on the phone? Somebody talking? Who on the phone talking? Get out that damn phone. Out back around here. What y'all, they're not gossiping. Didn't I tell you that's witchcraft? I done told them folk about talking on the phone. It's just telling people business. They ain't gonna learn till it happen to them. That's when they'll get it and they'll be in somebody's counseling office rocking. Trying to figure out how to take Zoloft. I digress. All right. Holy Spirit, tell tell me. Use my words, use my mouthpiece, Holy Spirit. Please. That's why you gave me that. You're so funny, Holy Spirit. You're hilarious. You funny. You are hilarious. The Holy Spirit's like, okay. Okay, so your advice is something about attachments. Maybe you need to let attachments go. Look how you're looking. Look how you're coming up. That's how you're coming up. You're coming up holding on to shit. Look at all these boxes. Somebody actually may need to purge and go through their things. I know I have. I just moved. I'm in Atlanta now. I'm taking in-person clients, little impromptu. You can find me on Psychology Today. My name is Allison Smith with one L. Allison with one L. I'm taking in-person people soon, very soon, but right now I do telehealth. So if you want to book a consultation, if you're in the state of Georgia, I take insurance and I do take clients. I'll be responding to people later. If you are just looking for like readings and stuff like that, you can just go to the website emotionalwoundclinic.com and send me a message. I haven't checked anything yet, but just send me a message and we'll talk, we'll chat, we'll see if we can set up a consultation or what I need to do for you or what we need to do, what can I do? Because I have a lot of services. I'll be I have not updated my website yet for obvious reasons. I'm doing shit, but it will be coming soon as far as like updating it. So like you can just book services and things like that. Because I don't have my calendars match. I'm a very busy person. I got like 3 calendars. It's ridiculous. Good God. But I love making time for you guys. I love this. This is so fun. I love this. This is so fun. I love being with you guys, especially now that you're the chosen ones. Someone's chosen to let go of narcissism. This is a good message, even though bullshit's coming out. Let's go back to the good stuff. The good stuff is you're actually the chosen one. I'm just kind of plowing through your business, to be honest with you, because we gotta figure out like, because spiritual court came out, so that's why I had to stop and be like, okay, why are you in spiritual court and things like that? And then we looking at dead ends and somebody want to have sex time. It's taking us a minute to get through this, but we're gonna get through it, guys. We're gonna get through it. We're being real nosy right now, so I can help y'all out. Okay. So we got the 5 of daggers. Somebody could be embarrassed. Holy Spirit, what can they do about this embarrassment that they have? This is a lot of embarrassment. It's a lot of embarrassment. Someone could have been drunk. Someone could have gained weight, or something like that. Someone could have been, made to look stupid in front of the person they love. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Oh my God. This is like the worst thing. She never wanted this to happen. Like this is the guy she always wanted. Like she's like, oh God. Like, they made her look so stupid in front of the one person she never wants to look stupid in front of. So something like that could have happened. Tell me about this. Holy, what can we do for this embarrassment? Wait, crumble. I saw shadow work. I'm gonna do an install. I'm being led to come over here to do the healing deck because I feel like we need some healing. How to heal yourself, Oracle deck. So you can go buy that and yourself. I got this actually from Barnes and Nobles, but you can go on Amazon yourself. It's really good. They're just Oracle. They have nothing on it but install and release and installs. So if you know about emotional feelings tapping here, here, besides here, here. Some people do here too. You can do those. There's pressure points back there. The clavicles up in here. You can do the chop suey thing like that, like that here. And then there's some of the growing. But you can go look those up. Okay. So let's see what you can install to install for this embarrassment. Holy Spirit, what can they do for this? Give us something. Give us something good. Give us something good, Holy Spirit. Come on. I know you said all of them. We ain't gonna do all of them. Okay. You being funny, and we ain't gotta do all that. Okay. Thank you. All right. So we're going to release in the chest area here. You can take your 3 fingers here, or however you want to. Release hurt, and I install being secure. I release hurt, and I install being secure. And you can use all your pressure points. I release that. I release hurt and I install being secure. I release left out and behind. I release being left out and behind, and I install being included. I release being left out and behind. I install being included. I release fearfulness. I release fear and I install energeticness. And you can also write those out. You can 369 those, by the way. Um, I release impatience and I install soothing. I release being impatient and I install being soothed. You can do those, like I said, you can 369 those. That will help you greatly to do your releasing. Okay. I will do those immediately. That'll help you guys, especially if you're struggling. So five of daggers. Let's talk about this embarrassment. What can they do about that? Okay, someone may need to be an individual. You could be LGBTQ plus, you could be, someone who just looks different from other people. You could be a masculine who's feminine and feminine who's masculine, something like that. You could just, just dress differently from other people. Maybe there's a need for you to be an individual and just be a fucking individual. I love individuality. I love being an individual. I don't care what anybody thinks. To a degree, of course. So you be an individual. That's good. I like individuality. Individuality is so sexy. I don't like people. Don't be like the fakes. The fakes are like, don't be like the plastics. It's crazy I said that. Now, as soon as I looked down, I said, don't be like them. Don't be like the plastics. And I saw that there. Like, ugh. 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 All right, individuality. Tell me more about this. What else can I do, Holy Spirit? Clean up. So again, I just came out earlier. I was on TikTok. Sweep around your own front door. It takes 6 months to sweep around your own front door. 6 months to mind your own business. Another 6 months to mind other people's business alone. The first time I heard that, I literally was in elementary. I think I was 5 or 6 years old, and there's a song. It's called "Sweep Around Your Own Front Door Before You Try to Sweep Around Mine." Hey, sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. Yeah, so that reminds me of that song, "Sweep Around Your Own Front Door." So maybe there's a bit of like, maybe before worrying about other people, maybe worry about yourself, because this came up to, you know, she wasn't worrying about herself. That's why I say that. And she ended up embarrassed. So she had to clean up her mess. So, she had to lose the weight that she gained. She had to, be honest about the lies that she told. She had to clean up. So maybe there's a need for you to clean up something. Maybe just need to see the bigger picture, whatever it is that embarrassed you. Maybe she needed to see the bigger picture of what she was doing, how harmful it was. So maybe see the bigger picture. She didn't do this, putting herself in other people's shoes. She was so quick to talk about other people, so quick to write the burn book, so quick to make up lies, so quick to just to gaslight, to manipulate, to do all kinds of things, especially to Katie, so quick to be jealous, so quick, because she didn't care about putting herself in other people's shoes. Follow your North Node for whoever that is. Go look up your birth chart and look up your North Node. There's need to follow your North Node. All right, Holy Spirit, reveal more about this embarrassment, because I feel like somebody was embarrassed, and maybe there's something about sexy time. Not you're not maybe worried about me, but maybe yeah, I can't even get it out. Shit. Oh my God. Maybe somebody's worried about sexy time a lot. I can't even get it out. That's crazy. Maybe because again, this is coming up on our dead end. Someone could have been embarrassed with somebody that they really wanted to be with. Maybe, because of attachments. Damn, it's a lot. Again, shadow work. So spirit's like, hey, maybe perhaps work on your shadow work and shadow self. And if you don't know what that is, again, I don't want. This is not therapy for entertainment purposes, because this is therapy to do shadow work with you. Perhaps there's a need for you to go and get a shadow work book or something like that. Because I'm not your therapist, so go figure out what shadow work is for you. It's really working on your inner child, that drama triangle. That's how you get there. That shadow self is very much engulfed into the trauma in the drama triangle. Someone could be traveling. I don't know. It's a side message. Tell me more about this, Holy Spirit. Uh, uh, Clarify this five of daggers, what they can do to help come up out of this embarrassment. Stop comparing yourself to other people. This is not good. It's a very very bad idea. It could be something about likes and hearts, maybe. I don't know, this is some type of comparison. Notice that this is the same person. She's comparing herself to herself or people who look like her. So maybe you comparing yourself to someone else. Spirit says again, something about letting go of attachments. This could be things that don't serve you, leaving behind old objects, throwing things away, getting rid of old shoes, getting rid of old clothes, just getting rid of things that don't serve you. And focus on building a home. This could be again two women. This could be a LGBTQ plus reading. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. And then again, this could be there's a lot of green around in the space. It could be something significant, but something about building a home and working together with someone else. This could be a friend. This could be, on a job. This could be anything. But something about working and building together. And this is a home, so this feels very significant. Holy Spirit, let's talk about this home that they can work on building because there's a lot of embarrassment here. Something could have happened again that maybe something didn't go right in the beginning, but everything will be okay. Because you remember this part in the movie when they were singing and then they kicked the speaker off of the stage, but the show went on anyway. So something could have happened that was like, oh God, how are we gonna finish the show now? Everyone's looking and watching, and they just kept on going with the show anyway, and everyone started dancing and singing with them and having a good time, and the show went on. So maybe there's something about the show going on. Someone could be on the phone talking, but you have the Wheel of Fortune here in your favor. And I think that everyone's going to be talking about the Wheel of Fortune being in your favor. There could be a lot of gossip about this too. About an emperor, someone who's standing up for themselves, someone who's standing up for children, someone who protects children, someone who gets to the bottom of things, gets to the situation of, and may could be a little aggressive. See here, but there could be some injuries or something like that. But there's this emperor here that could have been injured, could have had a temper, but someone who gets to the bottom of things, who actually has a good heart and wants to help. There's a relationship from the past that is over with. I don't know. There's a relationship from the past that could have been forced, that the emperor could be letting go of. And again, there could have been something with a setup confirmation. It could have been a setup. Damn, they definitely. Yeah, there's a relationship or a contract or a marriage or a situation or something that's over. This could have been contract. The contract is over with now. Yeah, side message, whoever needs to hear that. So there's something about that. Maybe don't, maybe not leaning into that because it's coming up about to avoid, right? So not leaning into that, leaning into building your home, doing the shadow work. Don't compare yourself to others, like of attachments, things like that. Tidy up your space. There's this empress. We have the death. There could have been something that ended with the empress. This empress could be not saying much and not a lot of communication with you or somebody. I don't know. Whoever this empress is, they're not burdened and they might not be talking. They could be being more quiet, not saying a lot. There's a death card here. So something could have ended with them. Like I said, they've letting go of these burdens, a shame. If there is some type of shame, they don't have any shame. And they could be being quiet and not saying much. They're not being very defensive or anything like that. They're not saying much. They could be more quiet. They could be a thinker, but they could be quiet, keeping their thoughts to themselves and not saying much. Something about the death. This is a star. Whatever ended something with a star. So I don't, whatever this home is with the Empress. You could have had a home with this person, this Empress, this divine feminine, someone who's a little older. There could be a young spirited kind of person. This person is not in any shame or guilt, it doesn't look like. They could be quiet and staying to themselves right now, this Empress. There could have been an ending with the star. I don't know if this Empress is the star or not, but there's a star, something that was a witch. There could be somebody Aquarius energy. There's an ending with somebody. This again, this could be the same person. There could be an ending with somebody who is a little clumsy, you know, got a little history of like having like stuff go on, divorces and stuff like that. But they're just, they're very sweet and trying to dare serve the kids and things like that. High mind thinker, someone who sees the best in people like that. Um, you would know that sounds like an empress too, so could be. Tell me more. Yeah, something ended with the empress and someone didn't get receive public recognition for something. Something wasn't successful at all. Something didn't work, someone didn't put in any work to something. So this would be like, n- someone maybe not studying for their math. Someone maybe not be good at math. I don't know. That could be confirmation for somebody or something. But this is like not studying, not like focusing. Yeah, confirmation rays are popping. And confirmation. Someone just not studying. Someone not, yeah, whatever. Someone, okay, we have the Queen of Cups. It's in reverse. So it's like someone didn't cherish someone or something. Someone wasn't working hard and someone wasn't cherishing. My left hand just got hot. It's the confirmation. Mm, something could have been very, very heavy. Someone could be a little bigger, overweight, or a little heavier, or more rotund, or something like that. But also, we could also have something could have been heavy. Could have had some weight gain too, because it keeps coming out a lot. Because something like it's like a lot of heavy. And this is the Mean Girls deck, so they talk a lot about that in these books. The lovers. Someone could have been in love. Something could have been a heavy burden. So whoever this is, collective, if this is you, if you're led to build a home with someone, this could have been a heavy burden. Um, I don't know why I keep looking at this card. This looks very significant to me. Something could happen fast too. Something could be happening fast. Okay, that's a side message. I'm gonna leave that side message alone because I feel like I can keep that one can keep going. That one's unfolding. I'm not gonna unfold that. That'll come out later. I'm gonna go back up to whoever this is. This, if this is you, collective, if you feel like you're below average, you're not. I don't know what's going on. If you think you're below average, you're not below average. It's coming out here that you're above average, collective. Come out here that you're above average. I think I'm gonna watch Polly tonight. My favorite movie is Polly. I don't know why I'm telling the movie Polly. It's my favorite movie. I love that movie. I cry every time I watch it. I cry when it first comes on. Like as soon as I hear the music, I just start crying. I love that movie. I don't know why I feel close to that movie tonight. It's kind of weird, Polly. I can hear the lyrics in my head now. See, I want to cry now because I can hear the lyrics. That's so sad. Oh my god. I'm such a feeler. I be feeling everything. All right. I want to get into this three people. We have Alan in reverse. We have enchanted Barbie in reverse. Somebody who's not an enchanted Barbie. Somebody who is. You know the song by Taylor Swift, "Enchanted to Meet You." And it was enchanted to meet you. This person's not enchanting to meet them. It's not enchanting to meet them. Listen to the song "Enchanted to Meet You." It's not them. The opposite of that. Then we have somebody who's a black Barbie born in the 80s. I don't know what's going on. They don't have to be a black Barbie. They could just be born in the 80s. Or they could be black. They could be older. They could have a afro. They could wear red. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Somebody could wear blue. Someone could be European, American. They don't have to be. Someone's above average. Okay, let's talk about this Alan, who's above average. Same card, see? And I knew that was you, collective. See, I want to be, see, y'all be calling me mean. That's why I be wanting to say the things I be saying. Because y'all be like, you being mean. I don't know how to say it, damn it. I'm neurodivergent and I'm from South Carolina, so we got to work with it. It's cultural languages, barriers. Or I can talk like that to you if you want me to. I can go back to my roots when I lived in Europe. I lived that for quite a bit, and I've learned to talk like that. Anyway, so if that's better for you, I can talk like that. I can say, well, this person's gained a little bit of weight here. They could think have heaviness on them, and that could be a little bit why you don't feel like yourself. Maybe you feel like you're a little bit below average because you have gained weight or you have lost weight, something with how you look in your clothes or something. Something could be heavy burden on you. Something could happen fast. Take that as a resonance. Enchanted Barbie. That's not enchanted. Again, this person was forcing a relationship. Maybe you're not forcing it anymore. Or somebody was forcing it, or you were forcing it. It looks like they were forcing it. Someone's not forced anymore. Someone's Black Barbie. Oh, someone wants a new beginning with the Black Barbie. Someone wants a new beginning with a Black Barbie. Barbie. That's great for you guys. If you like it, I love it. If you don't like it, then I don't like it. But if you like it, I like it. But if you don't like it, I don't want it. All right, let's see. Tell me, Holy Spirit, reveal to me what we can do about this heaviness, this burden. This stuff is fast too. 4 6. Something's happened fast. Maybe you gain weight fast. Ooh. Maybe you gained weight fast. Maybe it's why you don't feel like yourself. Maybe you feel below average because maybe you feel like you're not. Maybe you feel like you're not like the best because you gained some type of weight. I don't know. I love this, by the way. It's got oil. It's so smooth. I love it. It goes on so good. I gotta find some more. This one's nude. It's a little lighter. It's a random though. Um. Anyway, I digress. Oh, really? It's been called you Black Barbie? Well, guess what, girl or guy, whoever. I don't know why these midgets are still up here. I don't know why they pulled up here. These midgets are up here. I don't know if you guys had like a group of people that like were around you. But we're gonna get into this group. Whoever these, because they're watching. The car stayed up here, so they're watching. They're looking at something. I don't know. We're looking at this Black Barbie. Okay. Tell me more. Okay, if you're the Black Barbie, you the it girl. This Black Barbie's the it girl. Whoever this Black Barbie is the it girl. I don't know. Take it as a resonate. Which is a big ass collective. I don't know who everybody is in there in here, okay? But whoever this black Barbie is, they're the it girl. You may have a handicap. It could be like, not like, 'cause I have autism and ADHD. That's technically a handicap. You could have a handicap too, and I have PTSD. Nah, I definitely got PTSD now. Just got diagnosed with PTSD a couple of weeks ago. Not happy with that. It's awful, actually. Anyway, yes, I have been diagnosed with PTSD. YouTube, CPTSD as well. People do not mind harming other humans at all. You can tell somebody, you can say, I have autism and I have ADHD, and they'll look at you and still beat you and yell at you and curse at you and hurt you and say, no, you don't. No, true story. I'm gonna tell you a story later about a doctor, a literal psychiatrist. A psychiatrist told me that there's no way that I could have ADHD because I have 3 degrees and I'm a veteran. She says it's not possible. Yeah. I went to the chief of the service line immediately. Of course, yes, I sure did. I went to the yes. 13 years. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. What's fun when you heal from PTSD and you get it again. You get like a repeat. Someone's like, "Hey, hey, you thought you're better? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm." Slap, slap, kick, punch, lie, gaslight, betrayal, betrayal. You need more. You didn't get enough. You need more. More betrayal, more lies. Let me kick you when you're down. 10 more swords in your back. Oh God. I have to laugh at that shit. If you got PTSD, you know I'm laughing. If you have PTSD, you know why I'm laughing. Fuck, you better goddamn laugh. You I cried so much I laughed myself to laughter. Like that's I understand the Joker and Harley Quinn quite well. Unfortunately, so you gotta be crazy to understand crazy. They're right. They're right. They're right. Correct. Correct. Anyway, so whoever you are, a black Barbie, you could have a handicap. It doesn't have to be a physical one. It could be, as I just said, my handicaps. You could have something very similar. All right. What's going on with this enchanted Barbie? This person who's not an enchanted Barbie. Okay, whoever that is. Someone. I don't know who this is, but you don't want to have sexy time with them anymore. If you did have sexy time with them and they are not into, well, I would not want to have sexy time with a not enchanted Barbie. Oh, yeah, trap you in a box. 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 Look at this. Nobody wants to have sex time with a not enchanted Barbie. This is the reverse. Can you imagine what this looks like in reverse? It's like a car girl, but I don't think they have any of those cars in this beautiful Barbie deck. So the only thing they can give you is a reversal. You have to use your imagination of what a not enchanted Barbie looks like, which is why the sexy time in reverse is coming up. So I don't think you want to have a sexy time with this person from the past because look, oh my goodness, it is amazing. So now let's talk about this Allen in reverse. Oh my goodness. Yes, they are free. They don't know that. Did you know that they don't know that they're trapped? That's the point. They don't know they're trapped in circles. If for those who don't know they're trapped, I guess is what you're saying. Alan, Alan. I'm sure that you don't want to have sexy time with the enchanted Barbie. Now, whether you're masculine or not, you come up here as masculine energy. You're not below average, you're above average, and you deserve a fresh start. So, I don't know if you're thinking about redoing your hair or you getting your hair done or something like that, or just, becoming a new person. And I saw that in the beginning of your reading. We saw the narcissist in reverse. I love that. You're letting go of ego, you're letting go of narcissism, you're letting go of your, indulgent self. Oh, look at that. Self-indulgent energy. Someone could be pregnant. Jupiter in fifth house. Someone could have Jupiter in fifth house. Side message. All right. Let's get into these midgets. Child, these midgets must be a burden to you. These little group of cackling. You could be in the bed thinking about it. You could be on the bed on your phone. You could be just thinking about that type of thing or something like that. Someone need to clean up their room. Who needs to clean up their room? Something about tidy up. Who needs to tidy up? I keep getting this tidy up. Someone needs to clean up. Go clean your house, your room, wherever you at. Someone got clothes everywhere on the floor. All right, tell me about the sexy time that y'all don't want to have with this non-enchanted Barbie. Holy Spirit. Someone could be on the phone. This non-enchanted Barbie could be very successful with talking and chatting and gossiping. About an empress? Someone be on the phone gossiping, chatting about an empress. They better stop. It's gonna be a bad backfire. I told them folk about doing that. Look at that. They be quiet. Hush their mouth. Be quiet. Something about a king of daggers. Someone may not be talking to an empress. Someone could be on the phone talking about an empress and a king of daggers. Someone who's not talking to someone who's being quiet. Someone could be alone and shut out, embarrassed. Maybe not embarrassed, but feeling alone. This could be a little bit of embarrassment, but feeling alone. Someone could be in the bathroom. Someone could be crying over things that happened in the past. Someone could be feeling shut out, blocked. Maybe not blocked, yeah. Shut out, alone, lonely, crying. Tell me more about this King of Daggers. This King of Daggers, whoever this is, who's ever this masculine is who's being quiet, they could be having a hard time listening to their higher self or their intuition. Tell me, Holy Spirit, what can they do to listen to their intuition? Holy Spirit, what can they do to listen to their intuition? Get some sleep. You could be getting ready to go travel somewhere. Oh, soulmates. You could have a hard time listening to yourself about a soulmate. Oh, you could be working on an inner child. You could have a child with you or a child, something about a child. You could be working on an inner child. Could be a beautiful look at this. Could do two confirmation. Could be two black women with a black woman with a black child. A little girl could be involved. There could be a little girl involved. Soulmate. There could be something about a soulmate and a little girl. I don't know. Something about a soulmate and then a little girl and a woman and a little girl and a soulmate. I don't know. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this inner child. Someone could be working on the inner child. Someone could be on the phone and scary somebody, like trying to tell someone something scary. Someone could have been like trying to put gossip or some rumors or somewhere like, oh, this is like, telling someone this is gonna happen, or tell someone telling someone something that's a lie to make them scared. Someone could be calling someone and telling them a lie to make them scared. That's a side message. Tell me about the soulmate and this inner child. Oh, let's talk about soulmate first. Someone is gonna be There's a soulmate connection. Someone looks like they're gonna be successful with something that they're gonna do. There could have been something again that happened that was could have been, someone could have tried to embarrass someone, embarrass you, a soulmate, but something about like doing it anyway, like walking in front of them anyway, and then people following them. I don't know, something like that. So tell me more about this soulmate and success. And someone could be doing something like, I don't care what they say, I'm gonna do it anyway. It's coming over top of an empress too and a soulmate. Some again, this is the page of cups in reverse. Someone could have been like being very, doing really weird things sexually to figure out their sexual identity, to figure out what they like, what they didn't like, just kind of figuring that out. And this is kind of like in reverse now. So someone doesn't have any like these weird sexual behavior, just weird, like, trying to figure out their emotional state, through like external validations type of thing, trying to figure it out with objects. I don't know how to explain that differently than that. Somebody could have been using sex toys, someone could have been using, because this she was using the hot dog basically. She's first kissing a hot dog, trying to figure out how to do it. And she's like, I did it just one time. So someone could have like, did something like a few times or one time, and then like everyone knows about it. And it's like, so what? People know that I did that. And, this reminds me, this reminds me? This reminds me of like I have a friend, I just met her. She's in the military. She was in the military like me. Hope shout out to some one of my friends, my battle buddy. Shout out to my battle buddy. Um, she was in the military too, and we were just talking. She's a lesbian, and she was just talking about like she's older. She's in her 50s now, and she was like, she's like, you know how much penis I took in my 20s trying to figure out my sexuality? Obviously, if you saw her now, you'd be like, she's absolutely gay, right? But it's like one of those things. Like she doesn't care, like, and if we were talking about like I asked like, well, what would you have done if you got pregnant? She's like, I wouldn't give a shit. I would love my child. I was just like, I almost wish that I had a baby, like whatever. So I love that for her. Like that's beautiful. Like, someone who owns their stuff, and that reminds me of that. Someone who is this is that was someone verse who doesn't like, you know, someone who's not trying to figure out themselves through other weird means. Someone who just owns their sexuality, like that, something like that. That's what it reminds me of. Pair it with this. That's what it reminds me of. Someone who just owns their sexuality, who owns their heart, how they show up. Oh, the lovers. Look. Oh, cover. Oh, my throat chakra got. Mm. Oh, oh, the lovers card came out. Oh my God, the lovers. What's going on with the lovers? Someone is like, I don't know, it's like success moving to like someone standing up for themselves and like, I don't care. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do weird shit no more. I want the love of my life. What is that? Feel weird. Oh, okay. Maybe you're waiting on divine timing. Maybe it's not the right time. Maybe you're waiting on like right time. Maybe like it's not the right time yet. Something like that. Okay. Oh, someone's letting go of outdated thinking. The only people that get to heaven are the Jews and the gays can't come to heaven. Maybe someone's letting go of like stuff like that, like tarot cards are for, blah, or someone's evil, there's the witch, blah, someone's letting go of like just outdated thinking, like, step into the age of Aquarius, letting go of outdated thinking. I love that for you, collective. If you haven't already done that, you're doing so. That's beautiful. That obviously will get you towards love, of course. Tell me more about this inner child. Something about is a cracks in the foundation of a home. Something could crumble. Something about this inner child. Maybe you feel a little scared. I'm feeling apprehensive about something with this inner child because you're having a hard time listening to your higher self with this. Remember, with the soulmate connection and something with an inner child or a child. Someone's not being a follower anymore, that's for sure. Someone could be young, but they're not being a follower. But they don't have the love of their life. The Ten of Cups is in reverse. So whoever this follower is hasn't, this could be you collective. I saw the Empress. This could be you wanting to get this Empress that we saw earlier here, right? I don't know. But there's this divine union, this Ten of Cups, something that's beautiful, beautiful, harmonious, sacred, loving. This is a big cup, but it's in reverse. And it's this follower, this Page of Flames, this younger person who was in this follower energy, who was kind of addicted to social media at one time, like, how what people saw, what people thought of them. If this is you, I mean, it's what it is. I'm not judging. No matter how much I laugh, I'm still not judging. Okay, someone could want a new beginning, a new start with people from the past or people like them. I say past because this is like, she started off like that. People who are like her, people like you, feels like people who are more like, your speed. But something ended. Okay, someone could be someone could be protecting their heart or their their protecting themselves, protecting their body, protecting themselves. I don't know who this is, but someone could be protecting themselves. This Queen of Daggers, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. This could be your person. I don't know. This could be you. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Someone's in the split, and this could be you. Someone's in the split energy of, between these two people, this plastics and then this other people. You see the difference? So it's like I think someone's in the decision of like, because we have the two of plastics, so someone could be trying to balance two different worlds. And you see how this world is like, this is the world where I think you guys want to be at. But then there's this other world that's still there showing up. So she eventually had to make a decision on which people she was going to be with, which group, her higher self or her lower self. So something about a child and someone's higher self and lower self, or a group of fakes and a group of non-fakes. Take it as it resonates. Holy Spirit, tell me more about this split decision with this group. Something's balanced. Something so you could be balancing things out, finding more stable, sensible, harmonious in harmoniousness. It's not gonna work. Moderation, celebration. So this could be a third party connection. There could have been a third party connection. Or there could have been some friendships and community. And maybe something is hold on. Let's find out what's going on with this third party. Damn. The lovers. So the third party is trying to manipulate you to play it small with the love, with love. With the love. So something like there's a group. Okay, so side message. There's a third party. There's third party groups right now, and this could be in real time actually, that are trying to manipulate you to poor plan, to have to be insecure, to lack confidence, to be in it's crazy, to be a narcissist, something that you've already let go of. Remember, the beginning of the reading is you're a chosen one. The beginning of this reading is that you're a chosen one. The beginning of the reason is that you've already made up your mind that you're a chosen one, that is already done. Whatever it is, I don't know if you prayed a prayer or whatever you did is already done. You've let go of narcissism. And they want you to go back into this manipulative energy, but I see that you're out here balanced. Like you're like, I don't want, it doesn't seem like you want to do that. But I see the third party here. They could be offering friendship or community, some type of happiness, some type of, collaboration. And they want you to play it small, have a lack of foresight, you know, have unexpected delays. Confirmation. Oh, confirmation. Oh, confirmation, 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 confirmation. Oh, goodness. Holy Spirit, you ain't got to do me like that. Yeah, they want you stuck. Damn. Whoever these friends are, they want you in delays, standstills, resistance, stalling, indecisions, fear of sacrifice, lack of control. They want you in this hangman energy, sacrificing yourself. They want you to appear, they want wherever you are in life right now, they want you to, when they want it to look like you're not really stuck, but you stuck. They want you stuck on, I think they enjoy the show. That's what it is. I don't know how Spirit just told me they enjoy the show. I just heard that. Like, let's start the show. I just heard like, let's start the show. It's like, because what would you get out of this? I'm just using my common sense at this point. Like, what would somebody get out of what would a third party confirmation? What would a third party get out of playing it small, of you playing it small? And look up here, it's like, well, you're in the hangman in reverse, so it's like you're not really stuck, but at the same time, it's still like in an indecision about love, the lovers. indecision about this love heart, this harmonious relationship, partnerships, sexually aligned, passion, deep love, choice of strength, two of you together. They want you to be stuck and delayed on, like, what should I do? A lack of control. Yeah, this third party, they want, I don't know if you're quiet or whatever, but something about there's this king of swords. This could be you. You could be being quiet and, being emotionally withdrawn right now with the third party. Or they could be like that with you. I don't know. Someone's not happy. Tell me more about this child. There could be some delays or lack of motivation, a lack of passion, feeling weighed down, some type of boredom concerning this inner child. There could be a painful ending. There's like things can't get worse. You could be like very restless. Whatever has happened, whether this is your inner child or whether this is an actual child, it could be like, well, things couldn't have got any worse, or things like the worst has happened, something like that. Someone could be in Queen of Wands energy, confident, courageous, having a zest of life, focus. I don't know who this is. This is a partnership. This is a Two of Cups. There's a partnership with this. There's a partnership between an older and a younger. As a Queen of Wands and a Page of Wands. One's a feminine, one's a masculine. One's older, one's younger. There's love in between them, but the love is over. There's a partnership, a bond that could have been extremely strong at one time, but it's in the reverse now. Um, I see the Queen of Wands. She could be focusing on herself, very independent, very courageous. Person. This comes the Queen of Wands is always independent, and this is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then we have this Page of Wands, this younger person. This person is, free spirited, ready to explore new, fresh ideas. They have their wand ready. There it is. They got their wand ready. The Queen of Wands got her wand ready too. So both people are, got their. Oh, we have the Empress. This Page of Wands is coming towards the Empress. I don't know if that's you, collective, or not, but this Page of Wands is coming towards the Empress. There could be some hesitation, um, a lack of expression. Someone could not be talking, but there's a wish that's coming true, collective. I'm gonna get out of here. There's a wish that's coming true, guys. I don't know what's going on, but there could be a lack of fear of planning, a fear of change. Playing is safe, a lack of planning. But I think this is exactly what the third parties want you to do. There's a need for you to work hard at things with this Eight of Pentacles in here. So there's a need for you to do your due diligence and put your work in. You know what I'm saying? Put your time and put effort into something, whatever that is. Um, I'm going to give you. I think we went over everything over here. I think I went everything. Yes, I did. I went into the High Priestess. I went into the inner child. I went into what you're having a hard time hearing. Um, the sexy time, y'all. The sexy time. I don't know what y'all be doing. Okay. I feel called to pull on the soulmate now, and the um what else I feel called to pull. I feel called to pull on a couple of cards. We're gonna do soulmate. I'm gonna get some clarity on the soulmate, this fresh start that you're being promised. We'll find out why you want to have sexy time after all this shit that's been going on. Now you having sex on the brain. And then let's find out about this inner child. Whether this is actually a child or your inner child. Take that as it resonates. It's a bit collective, so we'll find out. So we're gonna pull on four. It's gonna be four. And then I'll get out of here. What you want, Shippy? What you doing? Cute self. Mm, I miss you, baby. My sweet baby. Yeah, my sweet baby. Hey, sweet baby. You wanna say hey? Say hey, chip chip. He said he done. They have a dog park not too far from here. I want to take him to the park. So fun. He's been doing so good with like learning fetch. He actually gets the ball and brings it back for real now. Oh, we have spiritual court. What's that? You okay? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hmm? What you trying to tell me? What else you want me to tell me? Really? Thanks. Yes, my dog randomly tells me things. And yes, we talk through cards. Who? Yeah. Now he went back to sleep. He just came over to tell me that. That's so cool. Anyway, high priestess. I am the high priestess. All right, soulmate. No, spiritual court. Don't get me off subject, guys. Why is the collective and damn? Why is the collective and spiritual court? The collective and spiritual court because it's contract. It was divinely orchestrated. Basically, the Most High said you had to come to court. This would be the equivalent as the pastor telling you to come to my office, or the Pope, or your angels, your ancestors. This is your spirit team saying, "Come here." This is religion, society, rules, forgiveness, bond, mercy, wisdom. So again, this is hello, Lux. Hey, thank you guys. Make sure you put some hearts in the chat. This is a new channel. It's growing. Make sure you heart the screen and sharing the live. I would greatly appreciate it. I love you, and may you get that back 10,000 fold. The love. Okay. What else? Tell me about this. Well, you go. Well, I can tell you right now, you're gonna end up in spiritual court if you have the get out of that. Get out. Move. Thank you. He just randomly starts getting into shit. He likes to get in. It's like a cat. I've never seen a dog just like a cat. He gets into he likes to get into shit. Like gets into like things and sleeps in it. That's so weird. Anyway, my clothes are in there. That's why. Someone could have distractions. You could be distracted, getting interruptions. Anyway, so spiritual court. I'm not surprised. This is exactly what that would be. So, like in the deck, if I would say this is spiritual court, that would be the card that I would use. So this is a confirmation for me and you, okay? That you are in some type of spiritual court. So you actually could have real court too. Okay. So whatever you're going through in spiritual court is taking courage, right? You could be facing a lot of resistance. You could be having to stand up for yourself. You could be worrisome or in pessimistic energy, but you may feel like you have to defend yourself or stand up for yourself, Sagittarius energy. You could be in spiritual court so it looks like you're in spiritual court because of a Queen of Wands. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, this could be your person. They have this person who has a zest for life, someone who's this is the Queen of Wands is very beautiful. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a very beautiful person, someone who's creative, someone who's outgoing, um, someone who's spontaneous, someone who has a good sense of humor, someone who's childlike, someone who's friendly. That's what the Queen of Wands would be. And so I think you're being taken to court because of a Queen of Wands, whoever that person is. Let's do some Oracle. Holy Spirit, reveal this Hierophant. Talk about this, and this could be a Taurus. Taurus energy is in here too, because it's the Hierophant is a Taurus card. Holy Spirit, reveal the energy over this contract. There could have been a contract involved, this bond. It could have been a strong bond. It could have been a marriage. There could have been a actual spiritual a contract between you and somebody. Tell me. Mm. Someone could have had third party connections. I think, like, think about what the pastor would say about this. It's almost like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, the whole someone could have had like different women and things like that, or something like that. And it's like the spirit of the Lord is like, the divine, your Holy Spirit, your religion, your morals, your values, whatever it is that is for you, your higher power, whatever that is for you. I don't care whatever it is for you. Whatever your beliefs are, whatever you think is right and wrong, whatever your conscience, the legitimate cricket, right? Whatever that is for you. Something about other women people, you know? Something like that. And so the spiritual court could be because again, this card came out. So someone who's above average, you're not. If you think you're not the hot rod, you do. You look good. You may not think you do, but I think you need to hear that. I don't know why it's coming out like that. You need to hear it. Like you look good. You're above average. Okay. I don't know if you think you're below average or something, but you're not. Whoever this is a confirmation for somebody, but there may be a need for you to stand up for yourself. Like I said, to have this courage to protect yourself. You may be feeling like that. Something about spiritual court, something about you having to protect yourself. Look, if you see how it's looking like this it's like you're looking at these third parties or these other people, these different women, these I don't know, these different ladies, different kinds of ladies, different type of women, and different kind of men. Something about men. Maybe you don't like men at all. Maybe you like women, but you don't like men or something like that. That could be a confirmation for somebody. Maybe you don't like men or something about that. I don't know. That's a side message. All right, tell me more about this. Why are they in this needing to this is like a last stand. I think you're having to make your last stance against whoever these Barbies are, and like I think the Terrafant card here's your traditions, your morals, your values, like conforming to forgiveness, conforming, not just looking for societal approval or something like that, or maybe I don't know, something about resiliency and you're having to like stand up for yourself even though you're weary. You could be hurt. You could have got injured in your head. You could have got hurt and hit in the head. Damn. See these women, these girls are coming out, and these ladies, these females, this group of these cackling, I don't know, these Barbie rock stars, the Barbie and the Rockets. Who are these Barbie and the Rockets are? They think they are so fine, child. Look at it. What they got on? Hmm. Wow. What is going on? There's these rockets. So you could be feeling very worrisome or very um like taking a last stance, very pessimistic, or just having to stand in your power. And it could be concerning this astronaut Barbie, someone who like goes above and beyond. I always talk about astronaut Barbie like this. Like, who plays with astronaut Barbie? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool. But like most people don't try to become an astronaut when they grow up. Most little girls now in China and in other countries they do, but in our country they don't. So it's like, and then say a black one is like pretty like so. This could be somebody who does something that's who's black and do something that's extraordinary, or another race or something that does something that's a little different because that's different. Something very specific. And then you have these regular schmegglers, Barbie and the Rockets. You know they yeah, all you know is Barbie. So there could be one main person and two other people that just kind of get behind him and like, these like cacklers, they repeat like parrots, you know. There could be one main one, the Barbie, then there's two other ones who like just repeat everything that that person says because they all have a microphone. So they're just kind of on the mic. So you could be protecting yourself against, these Barbie and the Rockets. And then this astronaut Barbie, someone who's out of this world. This is Barbie who's out of this world. I love that Barbie. Justice. See, it says spiritual court. There's so much court going on here. Someone could actually have a lot of court. physical in a real world court, or you can have spiritual. And well, if you have real world court, you have spiritual court because it's as so above, so below. So if you have spiritual court in both ways, right? You have so someone could have actual real court and a spiritual court. Something about justice. So maybe justice, maybe you're taking your last stance to serve justice, making balance, making something fair between the Barbie and the Rockets and Barbie and the Rockets and astronaut Barbie. What am I even reading right now? What is this? Challenge. Something's a challenge. Someone has to maintain, control, and defend themselves. Someone has to create boundaries. What's going on? So, a spiritual court, Holy Spirit saying, you better create some boundaries. What's going on? Big Leo energy, stay in your power, fire energy, regaining, lose after losing control, making choices, being responsible. Not getting leaning into myths and secrets. You know, something about the star in reverse. Okay, so yeah, you can have a lack of faith and despair right now. I mean, if you're in court, most people are in court very happy, right? Most people are like, I hope they don't do something to me. I don't know. So, Holy Spirit, what's the come of this lack of faith? So self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity, stingy attachments, power, and domination. So something about that you hope and wish for. Maybe you could be protecting something that you really hope and wish for. Maybe you're not giving to it right now. Maybe you have some unpaid debts towards something. We did talk about that. We had a self-forgiveness, but there's no way this is not related because I had a self-forgiveness spread earlier today on TikTok, and this is very similar in terms of some of the what's coming out. Recovery from financial loss, spiritual poverty, and impoverishment. Someone could have some unpaid debts. They could have some bills unpaid. They could be in financial loss, spiritual poverty, which also means real world poverty. It could be the ending though. Things can't get any worse. So you can only go up from here. I will say that. So wherever you are after court, like if court's over with, like the only thing you can do is pay your probation, whatever it is, like pay your unpaid debts and move on with your life, whoever that is. Whoever needs to hear that confirmation. Someone could be daydreaming. Someone could be manifesting or daydreaming and picturing their life a certain way, sitting and thinking their heads in the clouds, something like that. Someone could be having court. Because I saw the court come out here again. Someone's definitely having court. Something with court. Someone's gonna have to have court or have court, had court, having court, something like that. Tell me more about these daydreams. Someone is thinking about indulging. I don't know. Someone could be pregnant. Someone could thinking about something sweet, eating chocolate, thinking about sweet things. Someone could be thinking about something sweet. Someone could have something sweet. Side message. All right, let's get back into this child. So we got into this Allen, right? We talked about spiritual court. We talked about spiritual court. So we already know you're looking at the Barbie and the Rockets. We know we don't want that. I ain't gonna stay here too much longer because we're already at 177. So okay, good. Good. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get up in the morning. I got some stuff to do. I'm so excited. Okay. Soulmate. Got a soulmate. What's going on with the soulmate? Soulmate could be a black Barbie born in 1980s. There's some Barbie and the Rockets playing now. These Malibu Barbies, sorry, wrong ones. Again, these girls, these side chicks, I feel like they're side chicks. That's what it feels like. It's side chicks or something like that keeps coming out. These other girls, these other women. Something about them is soulmate. And then there's this earring Cam Barbie in reverse. Someone who may not think they're such hot speed right now. I don't know who this is. Earring Cam Magic Barbie in reverse. So someone may not you know, dress well right now. Someone may not look their best or feel like they're the best or look like they stand out. They don't look like they're the best right now. That came out. That could be you, collective. Remember, because we talked about earlier, someone gaining weight and not feeling like they look very good. So that could be you. With the Allen energy reverse, we have Eric Kid Magic Barbie in reverse. So someone could not feel like they look good. And there's these other women, these other two people. It don't have to be two women. It could be a man and woman or two women, two men, whatever. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be though because I have this emperor over here, so it could be a masculine. That's well, but it's coming out here as two feminine. So they could, I don't know, something about the soulmate. So it could be third party connections involved in the soulmate connection, which is so weird because third party, right? Soulmate. Someone did not invest their time. They lost the opportunity. It was a mischance, a bad investment with the Black Barbie. I lack of foresight and planning with the Black Barbie. Somebody, whoever this person is from the 80s, this black person from the 80s. And then whoever these Malibu Barbies is, these side chicks, there's a painful ending. There's a lot of betrayal and loss, and a crisis and failure. Someone feels defeated. There's a dramatic ending, Gemini energy. And then we have whoever this magic Ken Barbie is, whoever this earring Ken Barbie is, this person, they're working on this. So it could be you right now, because remember I saw you letting go of perfectionism. I mean narcissism. But I do see that you're working on self development here, and are trying to, but you're lacking motivation, not having a lot of passion. You're not feeling very inspired. Maybe you're lacking inner resources and feeling overwhelmed, over edged, defensive, and paranoid, and exhausted and fatigued because of this union. You have a unified union that's coming here. Mutual attraction. You could want that. You could be wanting this union. Um, there's passion project, anger, scattered energy, delays, and frustration right now. You could be feeling frustrated and having some delays. Tell me more. You could feel like you don't want to be a simp. Maybe you really think someone's a snack. Someone could have red lipstick too, again, confirmation. Someone could be triggered. Someone could have triggered a narcissist. Well, I know that's not you anymore, collective. Someone that you don't want to build a home with anymore is triggered. Maybe you could want to seek guidance. Maybe you're having a hard time seeking guidance. Maybe you don't know what to seek guidance from. This is in reverse. Maybe you're triggered. Maybe you don't know how to seek guidance. This is my job. Look, it looks similar to my office. Look, it's crazy because I have the plants and everything. Oh, that looks like my office. If I got green couches, plus all the green. Look at that. Even looks like it. Cool. So maybe somebody wants to seek counseling for being a narcissist, or doesn't know how to seek counseling. Maybe it triggered something about that. Maybe that triggers someone to seek counseling for narcissism. I mean, I literally find somebody that specializes in personality disorders. I literally treat that. That's what I treat. That's what I do. It's my job. Maybe someone's having a hard time going with the flow. Maybe they're triggered and having a hard time going with the flow. I hope that's not you guys. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe that's the narcissist in your life. Holy Spirit, reveal who this narcissist is. Because I know that's y'all now. I know that's not y'all anymore. Because y'all the chosen one now. Because y'all went to spiritual court, so I know that's not y'all. I know that's not y'all. I know it better not be. I know that better not be. It's somebody who hasn't taken accountability. Okay, well, if this is you, this is because you haven't taken accountability yet. And if you haven't taken accountability yet, you could be feeling triggered. So, one thing I will say, if you ever struggled with a high ego or narcissism or any type of addiction or codependency, accountability actually literally triggers people who are narcissistic. They get their nervous system takes over. They actually get hives. They'll start to sweat. They actually have real reactions from having to apologize. It's actually triggering for a narcissist to apologize more than people know. They like their heart starts racing. They can't catch their breath. So if you find it hard to apologize to something that you know that you did wrong, there's a good chance that you probably are in narcissistic energy, because people who are not find it easier to apologize. It's not as hard. They can have some sort of empathy. It's almost like thinking like this, right? But most people don't want to think of other people as having an inner child, so they want to just ignore that in other people, and then just say, "I bitch, 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 bitch," you do whatever. And so, remember, everyone has this inside of them. Everyone. So that's someone's mother, someone's daughter, there's someone's child, there's someone's person. There's a Buddhist story or tell or saying that says, if you bump against someone or make contact with someone, that in a past life that person was your mother. So you should treat everyone like your mother that you come in contact with. And that was a beautiful saying. If you think about it, people who love their mothers, well, a lot of people don't love their mothers or love themselves. So that's why they don't have the capacity to treat other people that way. Some people like don't care what their mother says. I don't care. I don't listen to what she's saying anyway. So that could be hard. But again, if you haven't practiced apologizing, that will put you in the Regina George energy. People who make burn books and say, some of us don't need to apologize because we didn't do anything wrong. Knowing good and damn well it's her book, she bought it, has her name on it, and still refuses to apologize. Again, she was triggered. This scene triggered her. She was triggered. She knew everyone else had their hand up, but her. She was so triggered because she knew that everyone knew it was her. And it's embarrassing for her, actually. It's more embarrassing. The trigger is actually more embarrassing for her. I get it as a therapist, but to the world, it's very immature, which is why they made a whole movie called Mean Girls. Because at the end of the day, you're just mean. You, with your words like knives and your swords and the weapons that you use against me, you picking on the weaker man. But you can take me down with just one single blow. You know, Taylor Swift. What you don't know is someday I'll be living in a big old city and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Oh my goodness. I love that song. Someday I'll be big enough so you can't hit me, and all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so mean? Oh, she said, you with your words like swords and weapons that you use against me. Look, she knows she was talking about Taylor. She said swords and weapons that you use against me. She knows she read tarot. Y'all be knowing them artists they be in. Y'all think I've been up in Atlanta. Every artist I know want to read her. It'd be the ones that's on the internet watching that. That's yeah. That backwards thinking. Again, I just left a place called Disgusta, Georgia. They have a lot of backwards thinking. That yeah, you see, they look so. Oh God, if they saw what they look like to the rest of the world. I've traveled outside this country so many times. If they saw what that type of talking looked like, they would be so embarrassed. They would not want to see themselves on reality TV show. Anyway, shit, they think that shit is so funny. So funny. Until somebody reads their cards and then it's not funny anymore. Inner child. Ooh. Someone could be in the spotlight. I don't know who this is. You have a spotlight Barbie on your hand. Someone could be, solo in the spotlight, doing their own thing, This this energy. Spotlight Barbie. Oh, I can read it. Boy, them downloads is going crazy right now. Somebody got them people's mad. Holy Spirit, reveal this inner child. What's going on with this child? I don't know if this is a real child. Does need to go with the flow. I see that here. Someone's not going with the flow. Tell me, Holy Spirit, reveal what's going on with this child, with this baby. Is this my collective child or inner child? What's going on? Queen of Wands, courage, confidence. That's why someone is focused on life. Who is this concerning this inner child? There's an empress. There's a queen of wands and an empress. And a happy home. I don't know if you have a child or if this is your inner child, but there are two people. There's this Queen of Wands, the Sagittarius, Leo, Aries person, a fire sign energy. They're being courageous, they're confident, they're being independent, they're focused on life right now. They're being very determined. It's gonna be a very, very pretty person, a very pretty person. Um, you know, sexy. The Queen of Wands is very sexy. She's um outgoing, she's spontaneous, she's, whatever. Awesome, amazing person. You know how Leo's Aries Sagittarius, quippy, funny, whatever. Then we have the Empress. So Queen of Wands and Empress, these two feminines. These two females. This could be a same-sex relationship. This could be two females. Or this could be two males operating in feminine energy. I don't know. Take it as resonates. But it's just definitely two feminine energies on the board. One's older. Doesn't have to be. They're both coming out mature though. But one could be older. Or one was more mature. But I see a divine love between these two people, a blissful relationship. There's going to be fulfillment. Dreams come true, wish come true. Something about, I don't know if this is your inner child or if you have children together, but there's a child. There's a little girl here. I don't know if this is a little girl. So for some of y'all, there may be a little girl. I don't know. There's something on the board. Something about high heels. Okay, whoever this Queen of Wands. Okay, if this is a same sex relationship, somebody is not a feminine. So that should be confirmation. Whoever the fire sign is in the Queen of Wands energy taking fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, this one does not wear high heels. Okay? That should be a confirmation of who everybody is, okay? So this person who doesn't wear high heels, this Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, confident, independent, focused on life, and determined. Joy. This queen, this empress, this nurturing mother, very grounded Venus, very open, loving, very beautiful person, nurturing, good parent, accomplished. This person who grows things, divine feminine. Oh, this person can dance. This person has moves. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it, move it. This person can dance. I like to dance too. I like it. All right, 10, 10, 10, 10. What's going on? We got the tens. What's going on with this family? Someone is in the third Dickens of Pisces. Somebody got Pisces in their chart. We got this water. We got Taurus. We got Venus, Aries, Sagittarius. What's going on with this family? What's going on? Oh, is this same sex? Are y'all same sex? Okay, this is LGBTQ people or something like that. So somebody wants to be two women and no men involved. Somebody don't want no men. Somebody don't want no Malibu kin at all. Nowhere near around about them. I don't know. They're either not hanging with the fellas, or I don't know. If you're not two women, you ain't trying to hang out with the boys no more. If you're not two women, you ain't trying to hang out with the boys no more. If you were a man, you ain't trying to hang out with the boys no more, and you would be the queen of wands in your feminine energy. You're coming out as like not a distorted feminine energy man, because we have masculine and feminine energy. If you're a man, you can be in distorted feminine energy and act like a whole bitch out here in these streets, and you could have been a hoe. If you're female, you can be out here in the streets. Someone this came over. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but someone has a broken heart, has a lot of emotional pain, sorrow, suffering, divorce. Someone could have got divorced, a lot of sorrow, a lot of depression. Okay, because someone was immature and a tower moment happened. All right, something about this child. There's a challenge, there's a conflict with this child. There's a disagreement. Someone was winning at all costs and being sneaky and being and bullying, and there was an abusive relationship. There could have been an abusive relationship. I hope somebody wasn't abusing their child. Someone could have been abusing a child. There could have been abuse around a child. Something about abusing a child. I hope that's not coming through in the reading. I hope nobody was abusing a child. I hope there wasn't abuse around a child. I've seen it before. There's a lack of long-term vision. Someone was doing something and there's a child around. I don't know if someone was in disagreement or conflict with the child. There could have been a little girl. There could have been something like that. But there's a lack of planning. There's a lack of success. Someone's working without results. Someone's putting in work without results. Someone was doing some type of work without results. Someone was okay. Someone could have been trying to be nurturing towards a child at one point or something like that, or providing practically for a child, giving money, providing, nurturing something with this child, or if it's not a child, then you the nurturing yourself, putting work in, but there's a conflict with you nurturing your own inner child, a lack of you having long-term planning. Oh, damn, vision, maybe the confirmation somebody didn't nurture their own inner child. Oh, somebody was nurturing something. You were investing your time and energy into nothing, into excessiveness, extremes, overindulgent, alcoholism, drugs, self-healing, trying to realign. Someone was numbing themselves. Someone was creating chaos, big Sagittarius energy. Someone was in this distorted energy of Sagittarius energy. Excessiveness, imbalance, overindulging, being extreme, doing everything in excess, being very extreme. Someone would this could be someone who's quiet now. Someone could have been, oh, that's why. Someone could have been very callous. So maybe if someone was drinking or overindulging in things that shouldn't have served them, if this was your inner child and you didn't take care of your inner child, what was happening is you were having you were manipulating yourself, a loss of control, misusing your power. You were quieting yourself. You weren't speaking up for yourself. You weren't standing in your power. You weren't being disciplined, not having mental clarity. You weren't standing in your authority at that time. You were indulging into chaos, it looks like at that time. And that led you to financial poverty, a lack mindset, loss, isolation, poverty, and giving, over giving or being giving, sharing your wealth and giving to other people. So you could have been giving to other people at one time. Yeah. And you could have thought that was justice, like the way you were giving to other people, you could have thought that was equitable, fair, like that was the right thing to do. You could have thought that was fair, that was right. Yeah, something about greediness and stinginess and overspending. So you could have had a bit of greed and possessiveness and stinginess. You could have you know, really want to buy things and really want to, indulge and stuff like that. Maybe somebody wasn't spending their money correctly or their time or their energy. Maybe you were overindulging into these things, spending your money on drugs and alcohol or women or fornicating or something like that. But I see there's again transformation. You're the chosen one. That's the beginning of this reading, right? We have spiritual court. So you're having a metamorphosis. You're going to a transformation with the death card here and the four pentacles. So again, like I said, justice has been called. We have the justice card here on this greediness that you've been having and this thinking it's okay to just give out and share. But like I said, it definitely left you in this poverty. But I know that you've ended that, so that's good. I like that for you guys. That's good. That's really, really good. All right, let's get your oracle and get out of here and go put my little to sleep. Oh yeah, time to go to bed, Allison. See, what can you install after this court session that y'all had? You're going to, somebody needs to do it again. Release being left behind and install being included. Release being left behind, install being included. Release being indecisive and install being strong. Release being indecisive and install being strong. Release being helpless and install being deserving. Release being helpless and install being deserving. 369 those. One more. Release abandon and is still abundant. Release abandon and is still abundant. Do those 369s, you know, say your prayers tonight. Say thank you, Most High, for me being the chosen one, whatever your deity is, whatever you choose to believe in, whatever is you are absolutely chosen to be in accordance with love and light. When I think chosen, I think earth angel, someone who's here to spread love and cheer and not harm others. So if you have been harming others and you realize that you've been harming others, thank you for waking up. You're not the first person who's been there, so there's no need to really be like, "Oh my God, this is the worst ever, ever, ever." The thing is to like when you hurt people and you've hurt yourself, you need to take accountability. Well, obviously take accountability. And the goal is to never do what was done to you. So I think at one time you were in this energy of doing what was done to you to other people and not really caring about how that affected people or another person. I think you're having to pay for that dearly, as far as like sitting that emotion or feeling or have had to. I don't know. Seems like a lot of stuff has been going on behind the scenes. Um, but we'll find out more about what could be happening later on. But I love this, guys. This is the best reading I've had with you guys since I'm probably gonna change the title of this reading. This is the best reading I've had with you guys since I've been with you. You're chosen and you're not in narcissism. I can't believe it. Y'all finally went to court. Shit. This feels like it's been a long time. I don't know where you are on the journey. So when this message reach you, it is supposed to reach you exactly. It will find you exactly when it's supposed to find you. You will be listening and watching when you're supposed to hear it. Until then, my friend, I shall go and eat some snackages. I got some new food. I'm trying some new food back around the corner I had. And I haven't eaten it yet because I didn't have an appetite earlier. I guess because I was fasting on purpose, on accident. But thank you for being with me. I appreciate all the love. I'm gonna upload this later. Talk to you soon. Bye.